Welcome to Julie the Thrifty Designer. Today I'm going to show you how I have decorating my kitchen cabinets for Thanksgiving. Stay tuned. Hi guys! I guess before I start filming, I'm just going to give you a quick catch up of what's been happening, I guess, in my neck of the woods. Well, it just seems like I get over one thing and then something else happens. And this is really tragic what has just happened. It's not personally in my family, but I have some friends that their grandfather was brutally murdered here over Halloween, and they just found his body, pieces, around different areas here in the Denver area. It has hit really hard, although the man that was killed, I didn't actually know him, but I knew his daughter and his grandson, and I am so grieving for them. It just literally breaks my heart. I was going to film yesterday, but that's when I found out about all the evil details, and I'm not going to convey any more than what I just said. And it has just broke my heart. And I didn't film yesterday because I had different people over and all kinds of stuff, and we're grieving. And I'm still grieving, but I still want to decorate. I'm still trying to find some sense of normalcy in my life. And if I don't do something I enjoy, I'm just going to burst, I guess, And so we're going to get on with the decorating. And now, of course, I'm not decorating to my fullest, what I normally do, because I'm only decorating with what I've been able to find. And in the stores, it's ridiculous. There isn't any fall. It's gone. It's all Christmas. I've even gone to the thrift stores, and there's not much fall in the thrift stores. I bought what I have found, and I'm using that. So I'm not completely devoid of fall decor, but it's not quite what I would normally do. But it's enough to bring a little more satisfaction in my heart, my life, that at least when I'm home, I can look around and go, it feels a little bit more like me and not so empty. So with all this being said, let's get to showing you what I have decorated. Now, I'm not showing you how I decorated it. I'm just going to show you what I have done. All right, I'm going to show you kind of a panorama of what I've done in my kitchen. And then we'll kind of get to this all a little bit more up close so you can see what I have done. It's not as much as I usually do, but I think it really does look very pretty. All right, let's start up at the top up there. As you can see, I have put up all kinds of beautiful lights. These are permanent lights. I love them. I wish I'd have known about them years ago. But I've put one of those real pumpkins that we got from the Anderson farm up there, and then a pick of beautiful fall foliage that I have. Now, it's over the front of this cabinet because I really rarely get into this cabinet, so I just figured it didn't matter for me, and so I just wanted the beauty of it. And I think it looks so very pretty. Well, on the counter here, I just simply put the pumpkin that I picked out with all of this fun, gnarly branches. But this pumpkin must have had something wrong with it because it's really starting to rot. So this one's just for display for a little bit longer, and then it's going in the trash, unfortunately. But I thought it was really cute at the Anderson farm. All right, here is my cabinet, and I don't understand why this particular brand of these lights inside the cabinet on camera flicker. In person, you don't see the flickering, but on camera, for some reason, it flickers. So you'll just have to just not pay attention to the flickering. It's just a weird thing on camera that you don't see with the naked eye. It's really strange. But you can see how I've added things in there, and I've put some orange and some fall colors to help bring it into a fall look. Well, I figure we can go shelf by shelf. I mean, I haven't done a lot because, like I said, it's been a hard time finding it. But I did find this turkey plate, just a little salad plate, just as cute as can be at the thrift store. And I paid, I think, $2.99, and I think it was half price. I won't swear to it. And then in my yard, I have raisins. I have grapes, and I made them into raisins. So right here is a batch of my raisins. Talk about the sweetest. They are so sweet. They're like candy. They're amazing. I love them. And so I just put a little rubber band on them, make it look with a paper towel, kind of make it look old-fashioned canning the way Grandma used to do it. And I just thought it just helped bring in the fall, old-fashioned Thanksgiving feel. And up above, when I was at the thrift store, I found this old tin, and it's just of the harvest season of down at the farm. I just thought it was the prettiest little tin, and I got it pretty cheap also. And then I went out in the yard and I picked up the real leaves from the yard, and we have a pumpkin here we had gotten from the Anderson farm, and another leaf out of the yard. And I just thought, well, that's better than no leaves, and I put it in there. Then up above, I did have a little artificial leaf, so I went ahead and put that up there. But this one right here is a real leaf. And all I did was just add some leaves to my greenery that's up there already. I think it looks pretty neat. Now on this side, I really didn't do anything but go out in the yard and pick up leaves out of my yard that has fallen out of the trees. Found ones that looked as most interesting as I could find. And that is what I came up with, but it adds that nice fall touch. And up above it, I've added one of the pumpkins we got from the Anderson farm. And then I also, out of my apples, out of my apple tree, I made apple butter. Now, unfortunately, I only had enough to make 2.5 of these size jars. But it's like, okay, it's all right. They still look like fall. They got that brown colors in fall. So I stuck them up here as part of my display. It brings in a wonderful fall color. And boy, is that apple butter amazing. And up on the next shelf again, all I did was put in some fall dried leaves from my garden yard area. I think it looks really fall and Thanksgiving and really nice to look at. So again, here's how it looks with the cabinets closed. It just looks really pretty. Now, back in, I don't know, end of August, September, at Dollar Tree was this thankful sign. And there was also another one that says gather that I have, and I'll show you in a moment. And I bought it then because I was thinking I was going to put them out when it turned fall on selling my home. And it turned out it was just too much clutter up here, so I had to take it down. But now that the house is off the market for right now, I've put it back up. And then again, I have picked up what little fall coloring I could find. Hobby Lobby has some, but they're not really cheap. The ones that's left are pretty expensive ones. So I gathered what I could at the least expensive price, because all the cheap stuff has been bought out. All that's left is the more expensive, of course. You know, but I still got them at 40% off, and they helped. Boy, they just brought in some nice, beautiful fall color. See, it's just really pretty. Those leaves are nice and autumn, and I like how they look. So it's just simple, a couple of things of leaves and a thankful sign from the Dollar Tree and the foliage from Hobby Lobby. And on this side of the window, I did the same thing, only with the gather sign that I got from the Dollar Tree. And then more greenery, or the fall leaves, from Hobby Lobby. And I think they look really pretty. It just frames the window here very nicely. Then at the thrift store, I found this cute turkey. Now this turkey was actually on a wreath, but I didn't really care for the wreath that much. I wanted the turkey and I wanted something to set up here, and the wreath was too big to go up there. So I just decided to take the turkey off of the wreath. He was just wired on, it was no big deal, and I put him up there on a plate holder. And I think He just adds that little bit more of Thanksgiving. I think he's adorable. Then over here is another one of those pumpkins we got from the Anderson farm. And it just sits up there so pretty, just brings me that beautiful, beautiful fall coloring, along with another thing of leaves I got from Hobby Lobby. And over on this side, I think this is almost my favorite. I got this little fox at the thrift store. I just think he's adorable. And beside it, I just put some of the Dollar Tree bittersweets that I had found back in August or September when I bought them. Can't find them now. If you do, good luck. I'd sure like to get some more. But I have a lot already packed away, so I guess don't really need a bunch more. But I sure like how that turned out. I think he looks so cute. Just precious. So you can see a little bit closer up from a distance. That makes no sense, I know. But I just showed you the long distance. Now I'm showing you a little bit closer up long distance of how the top of my cabinets look. I think they still look very Thanksgiving and beautiful. And they do give me that Thanksgiving coloring, and it makes me feel so much happier. It's just, I love how the color of the fall leaves just kind of frame the window. All right here in the window underneath the gather, I just have a really cute towel holder, and my family trees is full of nuts. I don't remember where I bought this. It was this year, and I just found it and I love it. I had to get it. Isn't it just cutest towel? And then I just put one of the Dollar Tree fall towels underneath it. And this is the one we actually dry our hands on and use. And this one's just left to look really pretty. But I think that squirrel is so adorable. And then below it, I just simply have my dish drainer. Since we're not doing a whole lot of dishes anymore, I just wash it by hand and stick it there to dry. And I added one of the Dollar Tree drying mats. I think it looks pretty neat. Last but not least for this video of around my kitchen cabinets today, I found this at the thrift store and it was $2.99. It's a lantern with all the beautiful fall foliage in it. I had to get that. That was very beautiful. So I just stuck it in the window, and I think it just looks very festive and pretty. I love how it looks. It's just got pumpkins and fall leaves and berries. So very pretty. Well guys, I hope that you enjoyed seeing what little fall I am trying to scrape together to try to make my whole family feel a little more blessed. And we're trying to be thankful this year, regardless of all that's happening in our lives. So bringing in a little bit of fall color, a little bit of Thanksgiving helps tremendously for our spirits, so it doesn't feel so empty in here. So I hope you've enjoyed this, and maybe you can find some little things at your local thrift store. Maybe you'll be better than I have been. I mean, I've gone to 2 or 3 of them, and they're just not a lot of fall left. But anyway, thanks guys for watching. Y'all take care, and please uplift me and my family in prayers and my friends. This has been a horrible setback with what has happened with my friend's father and grandfather. It is horrible. And emotionally, it has been draining, physically and emotionally in every way possible. So please lift us up in your prayers. And thank you again, and I hope and pray you all have a blessed and amazing Thanksgiving for you and your family. Look for another video. I have a couple of more spots. I don't have a lot more I can show you, but I do have a few more. And of course, if you know my standards, none of it's up to my standard of the way I normally decorate. However, it's kind of nice being a little sparser, I guess. I'm not a minimalist. I'm a maximalist, that's for sure. But anyway, thanks guys for watching. You all take care, and God bless, and happy decorating, and also happy Thanksgiving.